Welcome to a playthrough of one of my favorite games. Now, I haven't played this game in quite some time, so I'm going to start by going with default difficulty. Like I said, it's one of my favorite games. It can get pretty intense near the end when we get to there. But anyways, let's start off. And this is Terry Streaming as my channel. I'm new to this, so I hope you enjoy it.
Launch control, we have Tycoon clearance for shuttle launch. Initiate Stanford protocol.
Flight procedures, check. Guidance go.
Okay, algorithm online.
Batista safety protocol, check.
Launch control to EMB Charon. All systems are go.
Launch is imminent. Personnel are instructed to evacuate the launch pad.
Yes, 30 seconds.
Deflectors up.
Opening batches. 10, 9, 8, 7,
Ignition.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Lift off.
Launch sequence complete.
I'm usually the kind of person who
Charon
enjoys seeing
A4 will land
cutscenes,
orbit. Transferring data
since
to in heaven.
I'm doing this live, I might as well watch it, but I always skip cutscenes. Especially when it's playing Assassin's Creed, so I skip as many of those cutscenes as possible. It's actually strange enough how much what the story is. The gameplay is phenomenal.
Visual approaching near Tycoon structure.
And it has been
ADS Tycoon to EMB
quite some time since I've played
You have
this game,
clearance for final approach.
so I'm crossing my fingers that are gonna work. Just some kind of way.
EMB Sharon, you have been assigned to Tycoon Docking Bay. Welcome on board, passengers.
Okay, some of it's coming back to me.
Shuttle
As
EMB
there, I need to set up
Sharon
my
is now
laptop better
docked.
here.
Sector 1 empowered and pressurized. Munchie decontamination protocol online. Disembarkation authorized. Message to crew members. Welcome on board the Tycoon, property of Dolus Aerospace Engineering Corporation. You will soon be given your assignments, but until then, please continue to wait near the docking bay. We hope you have a productive voyage, and would like to thank you for your contribution towards humanity. Administrator, I am Eden, the personal assistant installed on board the Tycoon.
So get these
In
resources.
accordance with the Munchie protocol, I have been
I
designed
want to
to...
do something real quick first. I do not want this to be windowed, because that is making it that's much better.
into consideration your complete
Let's get,
psychological
stockpile
profile
set up.
so that I may more accurately respond to any needs you may have. My primary purpose is to ensure the Tycoon's automated
Set this,
systems function
get some.
efficiently.
Is this out?
I will keep track of the tasks that are necessary for you to fulfill your prerogative of reaching Proxima Centauri and carrying out field research, mining operations, manufacturing protocols, and Dolos colonization tests.
For that feature, if you call it.
Administrator. I wanted to introduce you to your first tasks person. I'm Dolos' cryonics lead, Marduk Council member Giovanni Batista. So, let's see. Your first objective will be to begin setting up essential infrastructure aboard the Tycoon, meeting the environmental conditions that are required to support your crew. Having laid these foundations, you will then oversee the installation of the Volt engine and perform a short test jump to Proxima Centauri. Upon arrival, your research teams will carry out a brief survey of local space, gather a few rock and coal dust samples, fire up the colonization protocol, begin building the foundations for mankind's future, yada yada yada. And then you'll come back. Now, in order to achieve this, you'll need to familiarize yourself with the Tycoon's core function. It's no big deal. There's the production, stockpiling and distribution of resources, construction, balancing of power output with allocation. Oh, and space exploration, you know, setting out expeditions and all that. Basically, everything needed to establish scientific advancement and harmonious autonomy on board the Tycoon following the first test of its Vol engine. Eden's gonna display and keep track of your main objectives. Oh, and Administrator, don't let the position go to your head. Veneer has insisted to center Dolos' focus on the Tycoon. But this mission is just in preparation for our next project, the Protagoras. The Marduk Council worked damn hard to pull this mission together ahead of schedule. So, toe the line, do as you're told, and bring the Tycoon back in one piece. Leave the grand gestures and saving of mankind from ecosystemic destruction to us, okay? One last word of advice. We don't all think like Veneer Dolos. As of yet, no human law has been officially established amongst the stars. That sounds like an opportunity knocking to me.
Let's keep these recorders back. So I got 85 population. I think one of these holds. Let's double check. 15 members. So 460, 75. Dismantling lots of those once it's there. Okay, so at the limit there. I want to make sure they got the free as well. These streets.
Administrator, I have established a connection with Dolos' lead data scientist, Emma Klein.
I also remember running out of power way too quick. I don't know if it's at this point yet where I can start looking out for mining and stuff. I don't think I'm there yet. We've got that complex being built. Okay, look at the planetary system. Alright, so we got resources there, some alloy and food stuff. That's one of my favorite things about these types of games is the exploration, finding out the unique things around planets, all the interesting storylines that kind of develop from there. So let's see what we need to get a science ship.
Administrator, Mr. Dolos has made it abundantly clear when it comes to security. Given the importance of the Tycoon, we must have full control over what is happening inside the station. My name is Emma Klein, Dolos' lead data scientist and member of the Marduk Council. My department have just completed final synchronization between Eden and our data treatment tool, the DLS. The DLS, or Data Listening System, is capable of scanning, recording, and parsing exchanges of any kind. The DLS programming that is a part of Eden will filter all data collected and bring to your attention only the most relevant information. It will also provide you with a condensed overview of any situations that may arise and formulate potential future outcomes. It will permit you to give direct orders without having to go through additional unnecessary paperwork.
So far, this is
Eden will
very
then take care of
straightforward.
everything via their DLS accreditation. As
Very
is often
easy
the
to
case
implement.
with tools produced by my department, I think you'll find that once you start using the DLS, you'll never be able to do without it. Oh, and before I let you go ahead and start writing history, Dr. Munchie, our lead medical expert, wanted me to bring to your attention a possible side effect of vol jumping. Whilst there's a correlation between prolonged space travel and the development of early onset dementia, he believes that a vol jump has the potential to accelerate this process, although this is yet to be proven. His recommendation is for you to immediately send any crew members that are exhibiting uncharacteristic or symptomatic behavior to an infirmary, as these facilities are equipped to treat the mind as well as the body. Remember that all of your actions and choices are being recorded by Eden. We are not affiliated with any national or even international organization. The only people that you are answerable to are those of us who sit on the Marduk Council, who represent the collective interests and ambitions of the company.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
And where do I see these new requests again? Requests. Oh, here we go. Event available. Crew members are currently unable to access food supplies. Loyocon protocols, if I pronounce that right, direct the construction of a mess hall. This building. Okay, so we're going to create a mess hall. Sound good. Food. Mess hall. Okay, so these streets are not well organized. So it's here. And where do I want to build this mess hall so it's kind of out of the way? I want to use up as much space as possible. Because it does get pretty cramped quick, if I remember correctly from the games. I just want this one built up. Probably put that one as... No, I can't do priorities for these ones, that's okay. Let's go right here with a couple of these. That way. I'll do one and then let's get rid of these streets here because they don't make much sense to me. All the way around to get it. Collecting any polymer? Switch up to plank. I see. I think I'm ready now as well. Okay, so let's do another stockpile. This one will be for an alloy. Oh, sorry. I clicked on the wrong thing. I'm going to click on the wrong thing again, but real quick because I want... There we go. Okay, infirmary. That one's all good there. Still building some more of those. Let's collect that polymer. I'm going to get this stockpile created for the alloy. We don't actually have any alloy at the moment, so we're not actually being able to build that. So let's change this to alloy for a second. And we can collect that, and then we're going to start making these ships here. So we can end up doing some research as well. Or maybe not research, sorry, but some exploration, which I guess does contribute to the research eventually. Those transitions, sorry. So which one are we doing first? I have to remember this. So bad at forgetting. Still got plenty of food at the moment. We need to get food bills. And we have to start creating food. It's a beautiful station.
Administrator, I have an incoming transmission from Marduk Council member Henry Bargeville.
Bonjour, Administrator. What a wonderful day to embrace our fate, don't you think? I'm Henri Bargeville, writer, philosopher, lobbyist, but most of all member of the Marduk Council. I have taken the liberty of personally arranging an exchange out of courtesy with the Oceanabe, a ship in high orbit belonging to one of our commercial allies, the Ashtongites. Even though they are a small organization, the Ashtongites are important partners who share the same pragmatic, moralistic, and spiritual outlook as we do. The Oceanabe will provide us with a source of food whilst carrying out the Tycoon's initial testing. By making it the first exclusive trade partner of the Tycoon, we will demonstrate to our long-term allies that Dolos wishes for them to share in our successes. Please assign a cargo ship so that we can check the trade routines.
Change it over.
Administrator,
That one to
trust
Alan,
in
and
genetic
Polymer.
kinetics. Self-similar space will reveal the pattern.
Instruct. Alright, feed 100 crew in the mess hall. Might as well go into it. You can get there, can you? Yeah, you can get there. Streets are just stupid. Okay, so this one's alloy. Let's change this one back to why doesn't it actually go into the mess hall?
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Doing that wrong, or I guess that's actually what this is saying. Oh, they're creating a ship. Ensure all crew are quartered within 12 cycles. There are more pressing needs. Okay, let's get all crew quartered. These are almost done, and that should be more than enough. Okay, so we've got the timer going there. It is on. Countdown is on. Okay, that one's going to be made. So that's for 90 crew. We've got 80. So as long as we can get those made in time, we should be fine. Okay. Construct a cargo ship. Science ship that's what we got there for this place. For space exploration. Communal dining. And quarters. Let's open up those as the game progresses. Okay, so next service. 5 cycles. Did I feed anyone? That one almost finished. Okay, they're going to construct that one. Then we're going to make this. And we're almost got this all cleaned up. Okay, so we've got 20 of the crew members lacking. So 15 will be taken care of there, and there'll be plenty of room for the remaining here. Should meet that goal, no problem. I should say, concerned about how the food is going here. Don't like how the street looks entirely. I don't know if the vessel's closer, but I don't think so. sense if I didn't. Oh yeah, here we go. They're feeding. Worrying for nothing. Alright, let's go to space. Let's look at this guy here. Do I have... I got the crew. Yeah, okay. Let's go to the moon. Let's see what we got going on there. Exploration. Got some more ships going there. All these are still being created and
A
counted.
science ship has arrived at
Already
its
at the moon.
destination.
Look what we got here. The base is out of commission. Auxiliary systems are operational and could be used to restore power. We reached the UN base. It is abandoned and depressurized. The surveillance system is still operational, waiting orders. Exploit the security vulnerability. Let's do this one. Let's hack into the surveillance system. That should be easy. Not really until when it gets a bit harder that we start losing crew. People start dying on us. There we go. Met that one. Got happiness again. Okay. Notifications. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So at this point, it's very straightforward for the game, especially at the beginning. It really eases you into it. Okay, they're almost done that one. And then I'll go use the cargo ship once that's made, so you can get this. Shanabi. So that sound, I think you heard. Yeah, there we go. That's the next ship being made. What do we have here?
A science ship team has completed a task.
So we got 10 research stuff and that of this new protocol. Dismantle the base. So let's have a look at that now. So we got 10 there that we can exploit. Fleet management. So for the mining, let's get this. So what do we have here? What did we build? Did we build the? Okay, so they're building the cargo ones. We have them on the ship. Don't really have anything to mine yet, so we need some exploration to find anything that we can mine. So we're just gonna have to hold off on that kind of bit. Probes. We're gonna launch a probe. I have to create them. I think that comes later in the game. I'm not gonna do that right now, but we can. Once we got the cargo ship made, then we'll get them going on the foods. Okay. So let's speed in the game a touch. Now he's there, let's go get some food. Resolve the moon event. We'll do that in a second. Don't you worry. They have plenty of food at the moment, which is great. I should start building, I guess, sorry. Some. Let's do the tech lab. I hate how big it is. How much is it? So I can get rid of a bunch of roads here, because we no longer need these. These ones, they're still collecting here, so that's fine. Let's. Oh, don't want to block that.
A science ship team has completed a task.
That takes up so much room. Alright, let's see what we got there, science ship team. I'll let you finish doing that data mining. So we'd call it data mining. Maybe. Nice. Alloy and some data mining there. So I'll let them collect that so we can get some research going. And we got some alloy that I think we can mine. Oh no, never mind. That's not what I'm on about. So we'll do some alloy that we can collect. There's a little shippy ship. I'm gonna go collect it from the Moony Moon. Okay. Let's game driver speed here for a second. While we're doing all that. Got a lot of alloy there. Plenty of resources at the moment. Not a lot to use them on. We've still got them collecting that. Could create another science ship, I suppose. Don't know how many of my guys are to use, so. And maybe when we get to another system, I'll do that. But at this point, I think I'll leave it at the one science ship. Okay. Science ship. Let's go look at Saturn. Can I change the names? Oh. And to put back to normal speed while we check on the progress of this. Okay, we're building that. Once we've got that, then we're going to start researching. Things are starting to get a better pace here. Now, I do usually lose this game. Because once it gets pretty intense soon. And then that's when I start losing. But at the moment, not so bad. I could have maybe put it on a higher difficulty as well. Okay. Let's have look what we got going
A
on in this
science ship has arrived at its destination.
A signature trace from an EKP system has been detected near Saturn. EKP technology is the exclusive property of Dolos, but records indicate that the company has not deployed any missions to the sector. The signature will soon enter the atmosphere of Saturn. Let's send a team to investigate first. Take not very long. Got that going. Everyone's happy. Everyone's healthy. Tons of resources.
Administrator, I have an incoming transmission from Dolos's head of medicine, Dr. Abhinav Munshi.
Which one do I want first? Okay, so that's all that's been researched so far. So insect farm.
Greetings, Administrator. I'm Dr. Abhinav Munshi, Dolos expert in compartmentalism and medicine, and a member of the Marduk Council. I'm glad to finally meet you, even in this digital manner. Your psychological test results were quite impressive. My friend and colleague, Philip Stanford, couldn't be here today, so I will take the role of introducing you to the final stages of the Vol engine integration. Before we get into that, however, we would like you to complete the testing station's exploration and enhancement capabilities. You'll then be able to begin researching the EVA airlock and assess its compatibility with the Tycoon's core systems. I hope that the work of our team will ensure that you are equipped to deal with most situations you encounter up there. Before I leave you, Stanford would like me to remind you that space is a far less fanciful and forgiving environment than science fiction would have us believe. It would be wise to remember that.
Construct the Vol engine. Okay. I've got my orders. This is almost done here. Let's see what we got going on Saturday. Let's see if the team was successful.
A science ship team has
Ready
completed
for
a task.
extraction. Voice. Okay. I think that's all that we're doing there. Is that all we got going on Saturday? That's no problem. Speed that up. Okay, let's take the sciencey ship and take it to Mars. Alright, that's almost done as well. I don't want to create another stockpile. I guess I can do this for now, because we don't have any ore polymer. Also do this for now, because we don't have any other food. Let's just get those stockpiles all filled up and get some space here. I Plenty of space in space. Okay. New technology. So we've got the insect farm. How it takes up 5 power. So what we're going to do is let's turn this baddie off, so that we have somewhere we don't go. Is it overdraft? I don't know what you call it. Not overdraft, but I hate taking up space when I don't. It's not really that great here. I think that's a good spot. Let's do that. So these take up 5 each, right? Yeah, 5. So I don't want to do any more than that at the moment. This bad bitch takes up 12. Okay, so let's look at our research. That was the Vol engine that we need to, the EVA airlock. Find out. We have to make the Vol engine, which is EVA airlock. Ah, I see. Yeah, so we need to create that so we can start building some of the outside stuff here. Now, let's look at space. We're still on our way to Mars. Not too far off. We're going to hyperspeed that up.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Alright, let's look what we got. Working conditions. Do we want additional staff from the Urshan Abbey? Work a few more hours when the future of humanity's stake is hardly sacrificed, we push on. I think I do not mind having a few more staff, because the future does get dicey. We've got plenty of food at the moment. Get the cargo ship picking up that down there. Now, what we're going to think about is we need to make this. So let's do a couple more houses, or what at least. Anyway, who's just joining me? This is Terry streaming. I like the focus on RTS games. I might kind of branch into some grand strategy like Total War and stuff like that. For the moment, I'm just going to play Ixion. We'll see where we get. I might also do some
science ship has arrived at its destination.
PS games. I'm just going to play what I want, I think. Alright, repair the faults in exchange for resources. Okay, so I'm going to do this cargo ship. They're going to bring me some resources. At least they should be. Oh, I see what they're here. We're loading them on that. I always have to remember these things. Almost done with the airlock, and then I think we've got to make space in here for that. So let's get rid of some of these rooms. Oh, that's not what I meant. And now we can take that. Alright, while I do that, let's look at the probe launcher. Let's resource all that. And then let's build this airlock. It's going to be a shit ton of, 12 power. Let's build her right there. Now what am I going to do about power then? I guess I can shut off this guy. Once that's ready to go, I can shut him off. What am I going to do? What am I going to do about this power? I guess I can shut this one off. We're done researching and have this one on. I think that's what we'll do. So let's make sure the power is off when it starts. Okay, that cargo ship is taking that there. Let's speed this up so we can
A science ship team has completed a task.
Okay, they're all done there. What we got? Ready for extraction. Nice. That's all for the science team. Wonder what the other option would have got me. But we can choose this. And yeah, going right back. Okay, well, I guess. Probe launcher. Okay, that is. Help us. How do I make the probe launcher again? I have to create something. Yeah, it takes up so much space. Count it. And then I don't think that's enough room. Okay, let's just put it there. Again, we'll make sure the power's off on that one. Once we get that probe launcher going, we can find a lot more going out there. I'm not researching anything. Oh, I can have this. We should research some battery, but I only got 20. So I can't research anything at the moment. Alright. Can't add anything at the moment, so I'm going to turn that one off. Let's turn this guy on. And let's look at some construction we can do here. So let's get one of those solar panels made. Construction in progress. Do we have resources we need? I do not think so. That's fine, because we're getting it. Okay, it's on its way back. Once we got that, we can get some more power. Have some more things. Get this probe launcher going. So what could I shut off so I can get the probe launcher going? Probably a couple of stockpiles. So I'll just so I can shut off these two stockpiles just for a minute. So we can create a couple of probe launchers. Stockpile has that, so yeah, it's coming. It's coming. It's on its way. And so let's shut off the power to this one. And let's shut off the power to this one. Then let's open this one up. How much is it to build? I don't like it. That's taking away, but whatever. We'll get that one there. Maybe I should clean up some of these streets while we're at it. Got rid of a lot of those. Probe launcher going, which is fantastic, and then we can start hopefully getting some more mining going too. Okay, let's speed things up a bit here. While we wait. Yeah, construction, that's actually, let's see how that's going. Okay, we built one. Let's get this next one. All repair, that's fine. We've got great wall integrity. We're okay. Do we have enough? Yeah, I think we do. Okay, you know what? So that got that. So let's set that back up. And turn that back on. Turn this guy back on. And we got plenty of power. Okay, so we've got a probe. So that gives us kind of some research, which we really need. Here we go. Let's launch and do some research. Good enough to build another? I say yes. It is connected, isn't it? Not connected. This is connected. Yeah, it is. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, yeah. Let's see what's wrong with this probe droid. Probe droid. No, sorry, probe. That's the Star Wars in me. Let's actually get him going. Let's just get him going in that direction at least. The probe will be there any minute. Let's see what we got going on. So the probe's okay, so what we got up here? Unauthorized access. I don't like that. I don't want to lose crew. I hate losing crew. Okay, let's launch another probe. Let's see if we can get some more research or else something that we should need to mine. In there. Let's see if we've got anything in the asteroid belts here. Asteroid belts. Anything out here? Oh, it's really, really bare. Is that normal? Never been like that. Maybe just while we're in the Sol system. Look around. Nothing in these asteroids. I'm just not seeing anything. What is going on? Okay. I guess there's nothing there. But anyways, okay, science ship is on its way. I do have that probe ready to go. What do we have there? If we've got more, let's look at external view. What else can we build? Let's get some. Oh, I need one of those thingies. I do not have them. One of these electronics. Don't have one of the electronics. That's not doable there. Docking bay. I don't need any more of those. I am all good to go in there, but let's make another insect home. There's no harm in getting that food production up and everything going. Let's get these streets better here. Our uniform, that's chaotic. Again in this game, really do well with the space CPUs. Not at the moment, but definitely in later portions. Okay, come on, sciencey ship. My son's mad at the moment. He's going to bed. He does not want to be going to bed. Okay, I just don't understand why there's nothing in these asteroid belts to mine. Doesn't make any sense to me. Of course, I'm not going this far, actually. I guess I got a probe droid, or a probe ready to go when it's time. Okay. Science ship is almost there.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
By proceeding beyond this point, you are breaching the terms of your contract with Dolos AC. Further actions can and will result in summary dismissal. Okay, we're going to contact the station outer. This is Marduk Council member Rabia Neocont. Neocont? I know they said the pronunciation of the name at the beginning, but I already forgot. We're not authorized to interfere with Outer Hope. The purpose of this facility is to allow Dolos to continue with the development of its most highly classified projects, far away from the prying eyes of our competitors and the media conglomerates of Earth. Do you not realize that the whole world is watching at this moment, and that your presence here could jeopardize this entire operation? I'll be filing an official complaint with Vanner himself, or Vanir, I don't know. Unless, perhaps, you do something for me that may change my mind. Okay. I'm not doing anything suggestive. It's my first ring. Pursuing data listening. Let's send resources to her. That ship's going to be on its way. I think. Let's have a look and see if it's docked. Yep, there we go. Sending 30. We've got tons of alloy, so that's not. Oh, it's chump change. Take your pennies. Oh, I don't know what that stuff was. That's good. Was I running out of food? Dang. Oh, I was. People were starting to starve. I didn't even know it. I am sorry. I am sorry, everybody. Silly. Get this back going. We got plenty of power. We got so much power we don't even know what to do with it yet. We do need more research. So let's hope this can get it's back to speed. We need a lot more research. If I do this, does it stop the speed? No. Okay, the game's still running. Electronics, we do need that so we can get the next portion made. We do need to make some polymer, but that's until we get that. But we do need more battery. Steel mill turns iron into 15 alloy.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Okay, let's go look and see what we got with the science ship team. So we got 2 of the electronics and 20 of the polymer. Perfect. But nothing to research, which is so annoying. Let's look and see if maybe that we did that. Now, the probe droid, maybe it unlocks something else for us, something of interest. I don't see anything. Of course, it'll show on the right-hand side there if anything is popping up, but there's nothing. Nothing in the asteroid belt. And nothing in here. But of course, this is kind of like, not necessarily it's tutorial, but it's kind of like the very basics of how the game operates. So maybe that's just wrong. Alright, let's speed that back up. Let's get there. And then we're going to need another stockpile for those electronics. Do. So, construction. Yeah, I just have to wait for that. But maybe we can start with the polymer. At least get that going. I need 45. I only have 40. If I can scrap this, if I get this one. Yep, I can scrap. So that will help me create that. And I can get some more power, and then I think it unlocks some more portions of the game. Can you bring it back, ready? Where's the cargo ship? Where's the cargo ship? Oh, I have to tell him to get that. I forgot that. Silly me. musically super in this game too. I mean, at this point, the game is at a good pace. It gets intense, especially when trust starts falling, and you've got like all these sectors to deal with. Because I end up unlocking this one, like once you once you get the resources to unlock it. Then you got like 6. How many sections is it? Yeah, 6 sections to deal with. Then it gets intense. You have to like transport food back and forth, and some areas you just designate to different resource allocations and stuff. Oh, you know, silly me. But there's no space there. So, let's do that for plunder. Should not be in charge of anything. Sometimes you just can't get it together. Get it together, Terry. So doing that next piece of the hull. Finish implementing the full engine with the build panel and external view. So we look here. We need to get that as well. Okay, so we'll just finish off that, and then we'll do the wall. It's gonna get us a lot more power, and then we should be really set when the time comes and that power gets drained up. 97, 98, 99, there we go. And let's create this wall. And again, hull integrity doesn't really matter at this point in the game because we're not losing much to it there. So, from there, we're creating this full engine, and then we'll be ready to go to the next portion. I think that's where I will leave the stream for now, and then we'll pick it up tomorrow. So once we've got that created, that's where we're going to end. And then tomorrow, we'll have a look at the next portion of the game. Actually, you know, I'll get to the part where we like do the jump into the next solar system, and then do that. Okay, Vol is there. Incoming
Administrator, because of your Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Apart from the solar system. Bring Pikeman. Where are we taking them again? Oh, okay, so let's go. Where? Let's look at these guys. Are they bring the remaining workers? Should be. Is that what you're doing? Okay, so he's bringing some food and some more workers. So let's get the housing built. Because we've got 100 more people coming. Got that on there? In my opinion, when you message someone and they just never get back to you. I'm not a fan of that. Event. Pledge that there will be 3 insect farms in the type. That's no problem at all. Let's get 3 of these insect farms built. Got 2 mess halls, we've got those 3. Got plenty going on there. Got all that. A lot of people coming. Let's bring in like 20 at a time. So let's actually speed it up again. Maybe 30 at a time. I don't have only a few people that are homeless. That's going to take
Administrator, the different phases of preparation, calibration, and verification were successfully completed. You must now start the bold binding procedure. Dolos protocols now deem you competent to gather resources, knowledge, and test colonization routines once you reach Proxima Centauri. Before you do so, Vanir Dolos, Argon's Council founder and Dolos CEO, wants to talk to you.
Alright.
Hello, Administrator. I'm glad to see that you have managed to complete your assignments in preparation for this unique moment in history. You must understand that this is not simply another chapter in humanity's story. The book of our life on Earth is over, and we stand now at its epilogue. It saddens me to think that there are many who have yet to comprehend the reality of our situation. We've endured endless cycles of war, crisis, and famine. Still, the worst is yet to come. There are others like Dolos who have prepared for this outcome, but most of our kind remain sheltered from the horror of the predicament we find ourselves in. This pale ghost of civilization will wither and die, and with it, the tenets and values of the past.
From the solar system.
As we prepare to leave this system for the first time, perhaps we must decide which fragments we will pick up and take forward with us. Through Dolos, I am offering mankind an alternative means of survival. The Tycoon is a tablet upon which we will carve our new history. Do you recognize why I have done all of this? Having foreseen our fate, I became fixated on altering it. I set about fashioning the ropes and tying the knots that would bind together this magnificent ship. It is true that our time in this world is brief, but at least I can rest assured knowing that my legacy will endure for eons. Farewell, Administrator. For the few who stand in the light, and the many who dwell in the dark,
get that.
You carry the fate of us all.
We're there, and then we not have trust. Just building quickly. Okay. Right. Move Tycoon to the moon. I just need this to be built. I don't want that trust in the Lord. Even though, I mean, it's pretty much a full server. It's more a personal thing rather than like a game thing. I just want to, you know, I want to make sure it's done. Make sure that that is built. I'm doing this one first. About half a cycle. Not even. To get this finished. Did we get it finished in time? Yeah, we did. Okay. Alright, let's jump. Let's make the jump.
In accordance with Ralph's
Here we
Stanford
go.
procedures, all ships must return to the Tycoon before Volt Jump initiation.
So got all the ships back. That's going to jump in a second. Let's speed that up.
Full engine
Jump. Here we go. And this is where we go to the next system. This is where things start to get pretty intense. But it looks good.
Earth.
I'm very excited for what we've
The
accomplished,
Earth.
what they've accomplished.
Our home. She is unique. Held in its bosom are the ingredients of evolution.
I hate his hairstyle.
Beyond raw survival, beyond the safety of comfort, we, humanity, pursue something greater. We have learnt, persevered, shaped our knowledge from that which is found in the furthest realms of science. However, humanity has brought destruction to the earth, polluted its blood, choked its breath. Today we are paying the price for this. We know the taste of a dying world. But the earth is not to be our grave. A mother does not wish to see her children disappear with her. She wishes to see instead courage in her children, to carry on. Dolos carries this courage. We have gone further than any nation, moved faster than any corporation, hand in hand with those who, like us, carry that courage. The Tycoon Station is both an epilogue of these endeavors and a prologue to humanity's next steps. Our Council of Scientists leads the vanguard. They know, as do we all, that the survival of humanity now depends on what we glimpse out there in the dark. That we are masters of our own destiny. That we must go as a species bound together, pushing further into the unknown. We set sail on this new sea because there is hope to be found, horizons to explore, and because our very existence depends on it. I give you the stars. I give you the Vol engine.
Well, obviously, Volt engine. Crazy though. So where are we now? Are we like an alternative Earth or like a multi-universe
Full
Earth?
jump complete. Running preliminary diagnostics. Several anomalies detected.
Nice.
Multiple digital security breaches found within full jump routines. Full engine critically damaged. Hull integrity compromised. Analysis confirms discrepancies between the mission clock and the apparent advanced state of the solar system. We are receiving no communication signals from Earth. Likelihood of ongoing survival stands at approximately 7.67%. Activating Marduk survival protocols. New mission objective established. Ensure humanity's survival by finding a habitable exoplanet. Urgent issues requiring immediate attention. Increase food production output. Restore hull integrity.
Alright. This is where it gets crazy. But this
Administrator,
is also
a new request awaits your
where we're
attention.
going to leave it for tonight. Tomorrow night, we're going to finish this off. Not finish it off, but we're going to go to the next part. But anyways, thank you for watching Terry's stream. Good night, everyone. And hopefully we see you back tomorrow.